Dr. Frankenstein is one of the most intelligent yet foolish characters portrayed in the fictional universe. While having the brains to create life from the dead, he lost his common sense in his attempt to accomplish a feat that was once inconceivable. After his creation came to life, Frankenstein knew very well that it's supposed to function like any other human being, yet he still fled when he saw the hideous face he gave it. And this is where Dr. Frankenstein shows ignorance in his careless actions. By leaving behind the monster he made, he thought he would get away with no consequences whatsoever. But not long after that, he came face to face with his own creation, who strangled his brother and did horrible things. That's only because Frankenstein gave it an appearance that wasn't acceptable to society, so it then eventually became nefarious out of rage and neglect. Dr. Frankenstein had no bad intentions, nor did he know that things would turn out the way they did, as demonstrated when he thought he had been like a child, left alone to fend for himself in a world that could never accept him. What terrible loneliness and pain he must have suffered. That line shows that he felt pity for the monster that he created and abandoned. Now, the Once-ler was also just as ignorant, but he perceived ahead of time the fate he regrets today. Because of his stubborn and selfish personality, he didn't think much of the damage he was doing to the environment. He was also constantly rejecting the Lorax's words, even though he knew deep down that what he's doing isn't right. He even tries to convince himself that it isn't so bad by the words, "only one tree and everyone needs a need." As uncaring as he was, the Once-ler has had time to rethink and possibly fix the problem that he's caused. Both were blinded by their greed and ignorance that they didn't realize what they've done until it was too late. Both had chances to turn it around. Dr. Frankenstein when the monster offered to stop if he made him a bride, and the Once-ler when the Lorax left him the last truffula seed. The Once-ler managed to turn things around at the end when he says, "You are in charge of the last truffula seeds, and truffula trees are what everyone needs." He made the conscious decision to make up for past mistakes. Dr. Frankenstein, however, failed to right the wrongs he'd done. He tried to kill the monster but didn't succeed. In the end, he died in grief and sorrow, leaving the monster with no purpose. Both characters are flawed with the character trait, ignorance, and are therefore unable to see the big picture. The speed of which their problems grow shows how fast a person can be corrupted by money or aspirations. All of us want money, all of us have hopes for the future. Sometimes, if our want outweighs our ethics, we may be driven to do something stupid, or something we may regret.